Good morning, everyone. I won't be around for a really long time today, as I have to work tonight, and so I have to be good. But I wanted to at least pop in and stream for a wee little bit. And if Solibrae shows up today, obviously play with Solibrae. I think this is my character that's still trapped, falling forever. I'm gonna log into her just to see if maybe she's finally done falling forever, but I don't think she will be. I think she'll still be falling forever. Yeah, she's still falling forever. I wonder if there's something I can do. Free cam. Where am I? Oh wow, I'm really far into the world. Okay. Okay, so there's no getting out of there, so I just have to Alt F4. Even Alt F4 isn't working, so I just had to close the game. Well, alright then. Give me just a second to load back in. And to a different character who's not going to be falling eternally. Sadly. I'm sure there's a mod that I can get that will allow my character to fly or something, and then I can just fly out from under there. Or like a cheat mod or something like that. Otherwise, that character's basically as good as deleted, which is really sad because that was my main character. But this is just in Seamless, it's not in like the base game, so it's not like my real character's deleted, it's just the Seamless one. Give me one sec to open up the free cam mod again. Get it loaded, because it automatically closes whenever I close the game. And good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whomever, wherever. Right, let's see. I think maybe we'll just continue where I left off yesterday. So we had just defeated the Godskin Noble, I believe. And I flew through this snake here and found a pillar that's just like under there and doesn't Doesn't seem to be a reason for it, it's just there. Oh. You can't just walk back here, you have to jump? That's interesting. Or you can run. Interesting that momentum is a thing that like helps you get over that little step. But yeah, fascinating place. Icky stuff on the wall. Those winged snakes. And they're not just winged, they're like bird snakes. They have bird talons and whatnot. I want to have a really close look at the chair. Really cool stuff. Interesting. Oh wow, they don't even finish the walls and stuff over here. I guess because you're never gonna see it. That is a really good way of making games where you don't really have to rely on you know, putting in bits and forcing people to load bits that, you know, they're just never gonna see that. So why do that? What is this over here? Oh, it's a little snake guy. These all like, wow, that's cool. Okay. Anyway. I'm cheating now. Alright, let's see. I think if I jump down there, yes, I find the shortcut and stuff, but if you jump down there prematurely, I'm stuck. Because the lift doesn't work down there. Hi, Tommy. That was close. How are you doing, Tommy? You're my only viewer. Well, there's one other person, but I think that might be me watching so I can watch my comments. Oh, hi, Chelsea. How are you guys doing? You are just here, huh? It's that bad, huh? Feeling the defeatism? Yeah, I was having a discussion with David as to whether or not we will fight today. And I think a lot of people are talking about fleeing. And I don't blame anybody who's talking about fleeing. But what I want for people to remember is that not everybody can. In fact, most people can't. If you are in a position that you are able to flee, you are very privileged. So if you are capable of fleeing, and that's what you want to do, whilst I understand it, I want you to, I don't know, I guess just like consider it really strongly before you make that decision. Oh. Was this just always there? How peculiar. I wonder how I never knew. But anyway, just want people to remember that that fleeing is a privilege, and when faced with tyranny, the best way to fight it is not to give it advance obedience. They are relying on us to be frightened. They are relying on us to be they are relying on us to be defeated, to feel defeated. This is the first wave of assault on us and our way of life and our people. And you know that there's really good people in history who wrote about this. They documented these things as they happened, and they warned us. And a lot of people aren't paying attention anymore because they're so comfortable, because they're so privileged. And another part of that privilege is fleeing. I don't think most Americans want to be governed under a dictator, whether they are conservative or liberal. Like, I don't think that most Americans want that. And I think that most Americans probably don't know that, you know, the extent to which this is happening. Because they're not paying attention, because they are privileged. Because they, for lots of reasons. And it's easy to just say, blanket, you know, Americans are stupid, people today are stupid, blah, 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 blah. But I would caution you against that kind of thinking, because the reality is everyone, it's easy to make a fool of everyone when no one knows what circumstances they're in. So the way that you fight tyranny is by not succumbing to these feelings of defeatedness. Americans will fight back when they finally realize, it's going to take a little while, when they finally realize that they are in as much danger, that it's not just immigrants, that it's not just, you know, Uncle Tom or Auntie Kim or, you know, Sister Ashley, when all of a sudden it's their wife, when all of a sudden it's, you know, their best friend, when it's their neighbor, when people start to see that, you know, their simple conservative vote, well, they didn't know they were voting in a Nazi. When they see that, they will start to stand up. I don't think Americans want to be dictated. I really don't. And I think a lot of the left, we find it so hard to fathom that people would allow this to happen, that people can't see the signs and couldn't know who and what Trump is and what he represents. But the reality is most people are distracted, like we were supposed to be. We're supposed to be distracted. We're supposed to not be thinking about these things. We're supposed to be playing video games and doing this and that and the other. We're supposed to be distracted. So that, okay, so there's a guy in history who literally warned us that he was going to do this, and he's part of the Heritage Foundation. In fact, I believe he's like the founder of it. And during the civil rights movement, he said, "We won't have to invade you. We will corrode you from within." They've been working at this for a really long time, and every time we talk about this to normies and privileged people who don't feel targeted, they're going to tell us that we sound paranoid, that we sound alarmist, that we sound outrageous. Until they start seeing the proof in the pudding, until they start having evidence that backs up what we've been saying forever. Sadly, that's just the way it always is. It always has been that way. Tolkien famously wrote about this when he wrote The Lord of the Rings. Nobody believed Gandalf. Nobody believed Radagast. Nobody believed the people that were saying, like, you know, there's a darkness in the west that's coming from the east, and that, you know, there's rallying cries in the east, whispers of, you know, this darkness returning to the world that they thought was expelled. And it's not until Gandalf has irrefutable evidence that he brings to the elves and to the council that people start to actually believe what's going on. But guess what? At that point, there was already infiltration. There was already someone among them who was a turncoat. There was already them being rotted from within. And the reason why all of this is written in his book is because this is what happened. This is how Nazis take hold. And they are taking hold. Again, they're doing what they do. But they failed miserably last time. And I know that they think that they're going to succeed this time, because they've taken full advantage of Americans' complacency. They've taken full advantage of people that aren't paying attention. They've taken full advantage of the privilege and comfort of Westerners in order to take the grandest seat of power. And now that they've done that, it should become evident for those of you who voted for Trump or only didn't vote for him for one or two reasons. Look at who he's filling his cabinet with. Please just do a little bit of research on Stephen Miller. Please just do a little bit of research on the white supremacists that he's putting into his cabinet. They're not white supremacists in the same way that we've been shouting and calling that Trump is a white supremacist, where there's like no evidence except for that he randomly says minor racist things just all the time, just sexist things just all the time. These people have a history of being white supremacists. So we are in a very dark place in history right now. But remember that you and what you do is also part of history. Even if your name never gets put down, everything that we choose to do from here on out makes us part of a group of people that will be talked about in history. Are you the group of people who fled? Are you the group of people who did that? Because in The Handmaid's Tale, which is also very important, please read this book or watch this show. In The Handmaid's Tale, they also make it really, really clear that when fascists take over, if you flee, good on you, right? You're fleeing to a place where you can have the freedoms that you deserve, where you can have, a life that is not under tyranny, but guess what? Wherever you fled to, they will be next. The ideologies from the place that you fled will follow suit, especially if they're seats of power, like Germany in Europe, or like America in anywhere in the world. There are trends that happen this way for a reason. There are people that are actually working together to make things, to make conditions the way that they are, to try to herd the cattle, which are just us, just the normie fucking people, into behaving in a certain way, into doing a certain thing, into believing a certain thing, into falling in line. Are you going to fall in line? Or are you going to stand up for what you believe in, for civil liberties that you are owed, that you have the right to? That people before us fought and died for. I wonder how you get up there. I know it is difficult. I know it is frightening. I know it's hard to believe. And I know even people on the left are still speculative of how much danger, you know, we are or aren't in. And a lot of people are like, let's just sit back and see what happens. And that's not a bad stance to take when you don't know what's going on. But like I said, for those of you who aren't sure, and for those of you who are very frightened, it's going to become obvious soon what's going on. And when it does, we will all of us have the opportunity to decide what to do. Whether it's to fight back, whether it's to stand our ground, whether it's to flee. And I'm telling you right now that the road ahead is not going to be easy no matter what you do. If you choose to flee, the darkness will follow you. If you choose to stay and fight, they will come for you. They will come for your friends. They will come for your family. Nothing that you decide from here on out is easy, but the only way to snuff out the darkness is to cast light on it. And the only way that we can cast light on this darkness right now is to make it as difficult as possible for it to take a foothold. How do we do that? You can resist as much or as little as you want, but so long as you are not giving them what they need in the beginning, which is advance obedience, then you are already making it harder for them than they hoped. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if I drop down from here. I don't know if I jump onto like that cage right there. I think I made a mistake. I'm gonna try to get on that cage right there. And there will be places you can flee to in the US where you can still fight back, but also keep yourself and your family safe. There will be blue states with liberals who are part of the reason why we're in this situation because of their complacency. That there will be places we can flee to make a stand. I don't like him any more than I like any of the other grifting politicians. But Gavin Newsom, the governor of Illinois, I'm sorry, not Matt Waltz, Tim Walz, and a couple of other people have already made it very clear that they are going to resist, that they are going to fight back, that they won't comply with orders for local government to assist with deportations and rounding people up. For those of you who are pro mass deportations for the people who are here illegally, I understand why you feel that way. I understand why, you feel like there should be consequences for people who break the law and, la la la. I do. I get it. What I think that you don't realize is the actual harm that mass deportations will cause to everyone, not just the people who get deported, not just the people who know someone who's getting deported, but it will crash the economy, and everyone knows that, including conservatives, and that's why they warned us that it's going to be a bumpy ride and the economy is going to tank. It's going to tank. Because they know it's going to tank. So, because you can't have like a huge demographic of people who make up a substantive part of your economy just disappear and have the companies they work for and the people they work for continue on like normal. Like there's gonna be a lot of disruption and upheaval. And some of that will not be something that companies can recover from, because nobody wants to work doing the kind of back-breaking, finger-blistering work that a lot of these people who are here illegally are doing for the wages that they are making. So we're not going to be able to replace those people. And it's going to be a disaster. There's going to be food shortages, which is also by design, because when this stuff happens and everything gets more expensive, we're going to get scared. And that's going to cause a lot of spineless cowards to be complacent, to be complicit, and to obey. And they're going to choke us. They're going to choke us. They're going to put the water up to our faces, and they're going to say, comply or leave. And that's what they want us to do. We don't have to do either. We can resist. The mass deportations was in his campaign for a while. And the other thing that should have been alarm bells for lots of people is what mass deportations are and who spoke about mass deportations last time. Hitler ran on mass deportations. And what always happens with mass deportations is logistically they are not feasible. So internment camps become a thing, a place where you can massively take people out of the market, out of civilization, cage them and process them and get ready to deport them. But you don't have the manpower for this. So not only do you not have the manpower, but you don't have enough people who are compliant with your tyranny to actually be willing to do it. So they're going to have a serious logistical problem trying to mass deport all these people, but also trying to round them up. And they're going to catch people that aren't here illegally. They're going to catch legal people and still try to deport them because they are woke, or still try to deport them because they're family with other people who are here illegally, etc., etc. It's going to get really ugly, and those internment camps are going to be concentration camps, just like they were for the Jews. And when they don't know what to do and how to get rid of all these people, that's when it will get Holocaust ugly. So what do we do? Do we flee? Do we become compliant? Do we cling to our privilege as white people and let them do what they're going to do as long as they leave our families alone? No, we don't. We do not. We fight back. We resist. We protect our neighbors. We protect our American fellows. These people in our government who just got elected, they got elected because they had a veil over their heads. They were wolves in sheep's clothing. Most Americans that voted for them did not realize what the fuck they were doing. They are the most anti-American, not the voters, the people who just got voted in, the people in Trump's cabinet, the white supremacists who are going to go full Nazi. They are not American. They are traitors. And we need to fight them. This is the reason why you wanted your First Amendment rights. This is the reason why you wanted the right to have those guns. Now it's finally here. I hope you weren't just talking shit. I hope you meant what you were saying. Because you're going to need them. Unless, of course, you are a white supremacist. Unless, of course, you are a Nazi. Unless, of course, you want for all of this to be happening. And there are some people who want it. So anyway, don't be afraid. Don't be compliant. Don't give them what they want. We're all here together and we will fight back. We will resist. And some of you are telling yourselves, I don't want to get in a fight. Like I'm not the fighting type. I'm not a resistance fighter. You don't have to fight to resist. In these moments, resisting is as good as helping people build, you know, your fucking what do you call it? Underground railroad. Help people escape. Help people help others fight back. Protect your neighbors. Don't sell them out. If the government locally, if the cops start telling you to, you know, tell on people, don't do it. Don't do it. Every way that you can make things harder for them, do it. Yeah, the Second Amendment, thank you. I said the First Amendment. But be careful, because Trump also ran on his will to dismantle the Constitution. So he's very much going to dismantle the Constitution. And the Second Amendment may be something that's taken away from us at some point. Don't give up your guns. Don't do it. If they come for you, if they come for your neighbors, shoot them. And they will come for people like me who have like a much bigger platform than I do. When those people start disappearing, don't be afraid. They're doing that to scare you on purpose. Because they can't. They can't do what they want to do. They just don't have the numbers for it. There are way more of us than there are of them. And because a lot of the people that voted for Trump, they're not like fucking Nazis. They're conservative and they don't know any better. They didn't know that this was gonna happen. So, but I promise you, like, a lot of those people, some of them are gonna be cowards and, you know, la la la. But, stand up for your neighbors, stand up for the people in your community. In fact, now's a really good time to make community. If you are frightened, then come close with your neighbors. Do nice things for them. Are they old? Are they young? Whatever's going on. Meet them where they are. Build community locally. You have community online. You know, there's like groups of people that you can talk to and learn from and la 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 la. So there's community online. But build community where you are locally. Make friends. Go out and do things. Have people's backs so they will have yours. Especially if you are a queer person right now. Especially if you're a woman. Especially if you are a person of color. Especially if you are Latino. Things are gonna get really dark. And a lot of people will have like, if you're on the left, don't be mad at Latino men. Don't do it. They want you to do that too. Don't be mad at the pick-me's. Don't do it. Protect everyone around you. Be better than them. Don't divide yourself from the people around you, from other communities that will need your help. Even if someone let you down in the past, that's fine. Be stronger than them. Be stronger than that. Stand up for others even when they won't stand up for you. That's where we are right now. And for black women, I know how you feel. I know you feel like everyone turned their back on you, and you guys are the backbone of every single movement that there has ever been. But we do have your backs. A lot of people have let you down, and I know, and I'm sorry, but we do have your backs. You don't owe us shit, though. You don't owe us shit, and I'm sorry. Anyway, I feel like I've backtracked. Somewhere here, I was supposed to have gotten to the place where I can go to Rykard's lair. And I've just completely skipped over it, and I don't know how or where it's supposed to be. I'm so good at scaring away my viewers. It's true, Ghost. I had 12 viewers for a moment, but then they're like, oh Jesus, she's talking about the end of fucking days, and they fucking bailed. I can't blame people. I can't blame them, but you know, I'm also not gonna stop. 'Cause I'm not here for money. I'm not here for views. I'm here because I want to be. I'm here to reach out to like-minded people and let them know they're not alone, and let them know that they don't have to be afraid, and that there are people out here that are always going to have their backs. I will never turn my back on you, whether you are queer, trans, a person of color, Jewish, Muslim, Christian, atheist. I'm an atheist, personally. Jewish atheist. But that doesn't matter. My point is that I will never turn my back on you guys. I will always be here, so long as they don't fucking come for me. And I will never shut up. Ever. Never. And I will always resist. I will always be a lefty. I will always proudly be woke. Fucking come for me. Deck you in the jaw. Oh, hi, black man. Yeah, no worries. I understand. I understand. When I am off in my week off, since I work a week and then I have a week off, I'm gonna be a lot more like proactive about streaming at night, you know, in the evening and in the morning. I had a lot of fun getting really drunk and streaming. That was a lot of fun. So I think I'm gonna do that more. I have a lot of fun talking shit to Colt and Juan in the chat. That's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm having fun doing stuff. So I am gonna start streaming at more times than just in the morning. And I kind of want to do a thing. Like, I kind of want to do like a political viewership of things like Lord of the Rings and start talking about how and why, when Tolkien wrote this, why he did it. Because a lot of people, and there's problematic things about Lord of the Rings, but what you guys have to understand about Tolkien is at the time that he wrote Lord of the Rings, he was very woke for that time. He was very woke for that time. He was woke for writing a character like Éowyn. He was woke for making Galadriel the most powerful elf. Arguably. He was woke for framing things the way that he did, where like the bad guy is, you know, literally Hitler, and the evil sometimes, you know, is evil because it's not evil for no reason. It's evil because it wants power.
Allow me some our Lord's
and la 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 la. So I want to do a political viewing of the way the sound she makes when she's fucking eating him is so disgusting. Shut up.
My lord, Rykard.
I can fight Dirty. He's comboing the shit out of me. Well, I will be working starting tonight for 7 days, and I'm also going to be watching Dr. Booba and Ashton's dog. So between watching my cats, their dog, and working, and they live very far away, I'm gonna be really busy. I probably won't be streaming very much for at least for 4 days after today. So but after that I'm going to be very active. Very active indeed. I know there's somewhere around here there's like an outfit. There's like a... and it's got Gideon's sigil in it. Don't know where it is. Is he really still alive? So they say that their lord is immortal. Ew. Oh, that fleck of skin is translucent. Look at it. Let's go inside of him. Super gross. But yeah, she said he was immortal. She was eating him so that she could become the monstrous being like he is. Because their flesh melds well with the flesh of others, I guess. And all these hands with only 3 fingers, like... why? That's so disgusting. Grabby fleshy bits. Disgusting. Disgusting! Well, it was fucking one of you. Alright, so somewhere around here is an outfit. I'm gonna see if I can fly around for a second and see it. Now that I have this camera thing, like I'm using it in ways that are so cheaty. But I don't see the outfit anywhere, so I think it whatever conditions under which it's made available, I think are not met, or maybe have expired. Far across the river, can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones. Okay, I can't see it, I can't find it. I'm going to leave. So I completed this place. There was another place. Oh, the Halig tree. Fuck. Well, I really want Solibrae for that. But I think Solibrae is not here today. Unfortunate name for the stream. When Solibrae has not made themselves present. Ooh, goldfish. So my neighbours having all that construction done, those people left all kinds of rubbish just everywhere, and nails and stuff from the shingles or whatever, just everywhere. And they're still here. And guess what? They're like speaking Spanish to each other and stuff. I don't have the heart to tell my neighbors who voted for Trump. I hope they can finish your shit before they end up probably getting deported. Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's scary. It's frightening. And they got a lot of work done just in the first day. Who knew goldfish is so good? Probably. But the problem is like it floated over to my yard. And they didn't say anything to me, they just propped a giant piece of wood against my house. Granted, it's to protect my windows, so I appreciate it, but if I was gonna prop a giant piece of wood against someone's house, I would fucking tell them. You know, I wouldn't just do that. I noticed that that flame that I just rose from was very putrescent-esque. Okay. Alright, now comes the difficult part. Oh well, I don't have to kill her, I'm just being spiteful. Hi, Amy. Good morning. You missed it. I was like going on and on and on about politics. It was nutters. Did someone mention giant wood? Lols, hi. This area is rough. Hi, orgs. My workplace leaves. And yes, giant wood. I did mention there's a giant piece of wood just shoved against my house because people are doing construction next door, and the alley between my house and their house is like really slim. They're just trying to protect my windows, so they put like a giant piece of wood to block my windows, but they didn't say anything to me. They just put it there. And there's all kinds of like nails and bolts and screws and shingles and all manner of things. Rude. Oh, ow. I suppose I should deal with her. I don't think that will reach. I think the only thing I have that will reach is this. Will she get me down here? She will. No! Okay, now I don't have... Oh shit, there she is! No! You're not getting me, bitch. Giant piece of wood. She's trying to destined death bolt me or whatever. Uh-oh. Alright, so we have to do this in this particular way. There's loot right there. A slumbering egg. Alright, so I just have to go there. I know I'm gonna be okay. Like, I know. I'm so scared of the death bitch. Oh! There she is! Oh, no, 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 no. No, you don't. No, you don't. I did it. Yay. Okay, now for the mother flippin' Halig tree. Oh, but you know what she showed me? She showed me that there is a Miquella lily over there. And I obsess over Miquella and Trina lilies, so I'm gonna go get it. I already got the ones at the front of this settlement. Do you hear them hammering away? My poor cats were so afraid yesterday because stuff kept hitting the side of my house. And baby Kadira ran under the sink downstairs, which is like the furthest possible place from that side of the house, and also like well hidden away and sheltered under the sink. She's so funny. My sweet baby kitten. But she has trauma. She I adopted her from people that... Okay, so there was a cat. Once upon a time, I went to work and there was a cat that one of my colleagues was telling me had just moved into her neighbor's garage. you know, is not her neighbor's cat, and they don't want to evict her because she was pregnant and she just had kittens. But they, you know, they can't keep her, don't want to keep her, etc., etc. So they were like, can you help us find homes for these kittens, because they know like I'm a crazy cat lady. And I was like, yeah, of course. So I helped them find homes for all of the kittens except for 3 of them and the mother. And so I took one of those kittens, and her name is Shakaya. I still have her. And with the other 2 kittens and the mother, I found a nurse that I work with who has a farm, and she was looking for barn cats that will eat rats and mice and stuff. And she knows, you know, that she still has to feed them, la 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 la, but, you know, she just wanted cats on her farm that will help get rid of, quote, vermin, unquote. And not the kind of vermin that Nazis are talking about, but like actual vermin. But anyway, found homes, everybody was happy, everything was good. And then one of the kittens that she took, at 6 months old, she didn't know that they would get pregnant that early. She thought that, you know, kittens having kittens is not like a thing, but it is a thing, and she found out. And so she was like, you know, I need help again, can you help me? And I was like, sure. So I was going to just help her find homes for them, and then she messaged me and said that the situation had become urgent because one of the adults and several of the kittens had been killed by a coyote. And so for the time being, the cats were staying inside the house until they, like, I don't know, quote, handle the coyote. But like, her husband is upset, wants the cats outside, doesn't seem to care about the danger, la la la. So I was like, okay, I saw that she had a little female, so I took her. She is Shakaya's niece by blood, and her name is Kadira. So that's my baby Kadira. She has real trauma because she survived the coyote attack on her family and watched, you know, siblings and her mother get killed by a coyote. So she is very, very timid. She's scared of everyone and everything. And with the construction going on, she's just horrified. So anyway, I'm sorry for the long story, but now you know why baby Kadira has trauma and is a fraidy cat. And I mean, she really does have trauma. Like, if she sees a dog, she gets very, very frightened. And she doesn't just get frightened, she's like shaking and tremoring, and it's really, really sad. It's sad to see. That's what I thought too. But I think it's probably a combination. It's probably in part that she was naturally already afraid, but also that she is afraid because of what happened. Oh shit, I was not expecting you right up on me. But yeah, poor baby Kadira. But that's why I tell her all the time, Mummy will never leave her. I'll always protect her. And that's why yesterday when the noise got to its loudest and she was very scared, she came over to me for comfort. And I'm not even going to bother with all this. I'm just going to run past it. Doodle-doo-doo. I can't believe Solibrae is not coming to play. Solibrae, come to play. I wonder if this will hit. Nope. Oh! Oh no. Bastard. Don't really care about anything. But must kill that. Oh shit. Listen, okay, bitch. He's like a temper tantrum. I win. This level is probably the most fun to throw around hefty pots from the DLC. Just send everything flying off ledges. That's a really good idea. But I do have my my little explosion thing that I was just doing there. The gravity knight is so cool. Like, it was just like at first I just wanted a knight that would be like my purple knight. And that's why I wanted it, but then I realized like gravity sorcery is so cool. What is that noise? I hear footprint, like footfalls. And the breathing of like a... Well, there you are, aren't you? Should I just run past this bit? I don't think you can pull them off of the bridge, can you? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's still not dead. Okay. Okay. He really didn't want to die. I want to look at... There were once heroes who walked the battlefields, abundantly blessed by the air tree itself, who upon earning their honor simply died. Are they talking about Tarnished? Bless. They must be talking about Tarnished. So just so you guys know, this is New Game Plus, and I've never played this game solo because I have always been afraid of everything. But I've been playing this game so much that I think I'm not as afraid anymore. And this is going to be the first time that I will have ever soloed my way through Miquella's Halo tree, and then also to Loretta. Like, I will have never soloed to Loretta or soloed her. But I'm about to, so let's find out how this works out. So of course I'm going to use a Mimic Tear, because of course. We fucking did it! I was so sure my Mimic was about to die there, and I would be soloing it like 100% by myself. I can't believe we just did it! Yay! Yay! Alright, now before I leave this area, so Miquella's Halo tree is like my favorite place. And I have a distinct ability, or rather a very specific ability today that I've never had before. And yes, I'm level 245. And that might be why, another reason why I'm not afraid anymore. Let's get our strength to 45. And then I'm going to get my endurance to 60. And then I'll start getting everything else up higher. Maybe get my int to 80. But anyway, I am now equipped with something that I've never been equipped with before in this area. So I'm going to use it now and invite you along with me to explore Miquella's Haligtree in a way that we have never done before. With a free cam. I do think that this is Centrina, by the way. I think that's Trina. That's Miquella. And that's Melania. And I know a lot of people think that this might be Godwyn or Marika or Radigan. But look how the hair falls. I think it's Melania. Also because there's a streamer, I don't remember his name. I've been desperately looking for him so I could shout him out. But he looked at the name of this asset, and the name of this asset is literally Melania sheltering Miquella and Centrina, which I thought is quite fascinating. And also the smaller one might be Miquella and the bigger one Centrina. I don't know, but I do think that's who that is. And I also think it's very fascinating that all throughout the Haligtree there's this sap, which, if you look closely at it, it's hued in green, and this harkens back to my theory of Miquella of colloidal electrum. But I think the reason why the sap is not being harvested is because though it is hued in green, it's also tainted with red. And I think that red might be rot, because there's rot all over the tree. So I think that that's why people aren't using Miquella's sap. And as you come up, you can see that the tree is, in fact, diseased. And this is Miquella's tree. It is diseased. What's that there? That might just be a glitch. But wow, you're supposed to get up here? From... I guess I have to go back and explore the Haligtree some more. Oh wow. What's this then? What? How do you get up here? So you run down there. Oh. You turn right here. And you go up that way. Okay. There's also an item up there. Nice. I will be exploring that at some point. Doodle-doo. Yeah, you can see very clearly that the tree is diseased. So the disease did spread to Miquella's tree as well, not just Melania's. What's that? Really cool stuff. Have you ever wanted to see the top of the Halig tree? Look how high up we are from where we were. So at some point, even Miquella's tree, like a big section of it just fell off. Imagine being a game designer and designing all this, like, incredible. What's that? Weird. Where is this? Okay, so that's in the beginning. I think, you know, lots of stuff just isn't loading, which is why it's so confusing to look at. You know, I'm fairly certain those textures aren't really there. It's just that this isn't loaded in because, you know, all I did was come over here and fight Loretta. Very cool. Hi, Enoch. So there's so much of Miquella's Halig tree that I've also just skipped through, but it's because I'm like afraid of heights and the stupid bubbles are happening and I don't know if... Okay, I said I was going to uncover everything, so I guess I kind of have to do it, but I'm so scared. And a lot of this kind of requires me to go all the way back to the canopy. I'm gonna eat a little bit of goldfish. It's 9 o'clock. Ooh. I might save this for next time. And for now, I'll do something else really quick. Mm-hmm. Okay. Look how pretty. This is what stuff looks like before you load it in. Oh, so Melania's like already down here, just like her little flower is already down here, just waiting to come up for when you defeat her, because this character hasn't been here yet, so I wonder if she's hiding somewhere too. In her little chair. And what is that? Oh, look at it, guys. What a nice little surprise. Yeah, it is very scary. It is, Batman. Okay. Well, I should probably change the name of this stream. And I want to thank you guys for showing up and for hanging out. Sadly, I am going to end the stream here because I just have so much stuff to do and I need to be on time to work and blah 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 blah. But thank you everyone for hanging out. And I hope that you will join me again very soon. I hope to be able to play with Enoch and Solibrae and whomever else wants to join. If you have seamless co-op on PC, the more the merrier. I am not elitist. I like to play with people who want to play with me. So if you want to play, hop on in. Yes, brought to you by Goldfish. I can't stop eating while I'm playing, so while I'm streaming. So thank you everybody. I hope you all have lovely days. Keep your chins up. We're in this together. We resist best when we resist together. Do not be advancedly obedient. Now's the time to stand up, stand strong. Protect your neighbors, protect your friends, protect your community. Love each other, because we're gonna die for each other. We're gonna die together. Alright everybody. Love you guys, and I will talk to you really soon. Bye everybody, take good care of yourselves and each other. Okay, I really am gonna leave now.